Welcome to the 2012 NAB Show. I am your host, Daisy Whitney, and this is NAB Show Live. It is Sunday, April 15th, and it is a beautiful day outside and also inside the Las Vegas Convention Center. Now, we are set up here at the GoPro booth. This is a gorgeous booth, and this company makes some of the coolest cameras that you will see at NAB. NAB, of course, is the largest show dedicated to content in all of its forms. Now, attendees come to NAB from all over the world, from more than 150 countries, to learn all about the latest and greatest in new technology, new tools that will help make their businesses better, faster, and more efficient. And of course, they're here to hear from industry luminaries, to learn and to network. Here is Gordon Smith, President and CEO of NAB.
Welcome to the 2012 NAB Show, the premier gathering place for broadcasters, media, and entertainment professionals from across the globe. We're in the midst of a great content shift. Consumers demand content anytime, anywhere. From creation to consumption, the technologies, the players, strategies, and expectations are shifting. And what does this mean for us? Infinite opportunities. Over the next several days, we will explore these opportunities. And if you weren't able to make it to Las Vegas, we hope you can join us for this daily webcast to get a taste of what's happening at the NAB Show. We will experience an expansive show floor featuring interactive exhibits, on-floor education, and hundreds of product introductions. We will network with the best in the business and learn the tips and tricks to stay competitive. We'll learn about the policy issues that impact the future successes of our businesses, and we'll gather the tools to propel our businesses forward in today's evolving marketplace. The great content shift is upon us, and this is our opportunity to embrace it. I hope you're ready to take advantage of all the show has to offer, because no matter where you fall in the content life cycle, the 2012 NAB Show is the ultimate place to explore how to harness the power of the great content shift. Make sure to tune in every day at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, or watch the archive versions on the NAB Show website to find out the latest news. Enjoy the show.
This year marks the 90th annual NAB, and the show has more than 1,700 exhibitors. Of course, there's lots of other fun facts about NAB, and we've got them here for you, all about the show and its history.
This year, NAB Show marks the 90th annual gathering of the best minds and technologies in the broadcast world. Ten of the global Fortune 100 companies exhibit at NAB. Of the current exhibitors, Associated Press, Motorola, Continental Electronics Corp., and Stainless exhibited in the 1957 convention. In 1992, the NAB Show moved to the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's home for the past 20 years. At the same conference, former President Ronald Reagan received the Distinguished Service Award and delivered one of the conference's most memorable keynote speeches.
I'm delighted to join so many distinguished leaders in the radio and television community.
Today in sessions, Steve Wozniak talked about creativity, and attendees were also treated to insight from industry luminaries on topics such as innovation and diversity.
You grow up, in computers, and you tend to think creativity is very important. Creativity is like designing things, is what some of us think of, and some of us are artists more than others. But creativity is how the brain is wired, and we really never knew that. Artificial intelligence just doesn't know where things like memory are stored and how they're stored and how the whole brain works in the sense of a computer. Well, we have some scientists at Fusion.io that have actually uncovered the formula, and we now figured out how to create an entire human brain.
In this time of truly revolutionary change in filmmaking, the Academy takes seriously its obligation to advance the science as well as the art of motion pictures. And ACES is a framework and an architecture for high-fidelity motion picture imaging to support. It's not a workflow, it's designed to support workflows. and it's designed to support the kind of workflows that are used in DI, in visual effects, animation, restoration, looking at being able to, well, it can handle both film and digital capture, and can handle both scene and output referred approaches.
Broadcasters must become proactive, take the lead in forging our future, or someone else will. As technologists, we have a calling to innovate, observe, study, and analyze new products and figure out ways to improve them or adapt them to our needs.
I think to just not have a Christian view in a film is like not having an African American, and they have a law if it's to not have one African American person, or I would dare say even Asian American today, or a woman. You know, it isn't the makeup of stuff, man. That's not the world around us. So, you know, any new show I create that's got a table like an LA Law, I want a Christian at the table, not because I want them to be right or I want to change everybody's point of view, but it's, yeah, 92% of all people believe in God or something like God. I want that point of view at the table.
It is going to be a jam-packed week at NAB with TV, film, and radio stars taking the stage, as well as media executives. We're going to tell you a little bit about what to expect in the news over the next 4 days. Here's a sneak peek at some of NAB's most exciting events in the next few days. On Tuesday morning, the incomparable Betty White will be inducted into the NAB Hall of Fame, so you won't want to miss Breakfast with Betty, followed by a talk with leading media executives from companies such as Google, CNN, and Univision on the role that the 2012 election will have on broadcast spending and news this year. On Tuesday morning, be sure to check out ESPN's Jeffrey Mason's conversation with celebrated ESPN anchor Bob Lay, and later that day, Donny Osmond keynotes the radio luncheon along with legendary Bob Uecker, the voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, who's being inducted into the NAB Hall of Fame. And we'll also hear from one of the most innovative companies in the content business that afternoon as Netflix executive Ted Sarandos talks about the company's content strategy. And finally, you'll be treated to some of the web's funniest videos, where we'll present the best of comedy from YouTube in the general session. As you know, we are here at the GoPro booth, which was the talk of NAB last year. And one of the cool things has been watching the new market opportunities that GoPro has opened up. One of the companies that has been able to take advantage of that is KTech. KTech has made some amazing camera accessories, and our team at Nerdlocker are back again this year, and they were able to spend some time with KTech and show us all of the cool shots and amazing things that can be done with these new camera accessories and tools. So check it out.
Hey there, nerds. Jasmine and Brandon here on day one of NAB Show with Dave from KTech, and he's going to tell us a little bit about these new tadpoles and Norbert Sport Juniors.
Hi, I'm Dave from KTech, and last year we introduced the tadpole. We had two different versions. This is our 4-section version. They're collapsible aluminum poles. We designed them specifically for small cameras like the GoPro. They have a ball head on the top, so you can angle the camera any way you want. So if you want to, you know, shoot yourself or
and rant on YouTube.
You really get it just about any angle with these things.
Exactly, that's the idea. We wanted people to get any angle that they want. And then we saw a need that you know, people want a longer reach. So we came out with what we call the KTad here.
Thank you.
And
play with that.
Perfect.
This is the KTad 79. The 79 stands for 79 inches, which is about 6.5 feet, which is great for getting out over a skateboard bowl or over a half pipe, or getting the extra reach to get the shot is really what's important here. Also new this year is our KTad Mini, which is basically a foam-covered graphite hand grip with a ball head on it. So again, you can angle it and get whatever kind of shot you want. What we also did was we threw a 1/4-20 threaded hole on the bottom. So you can throw this on a tripod, you could throw it on anything that has a 1/4-20. If you really felt like it, you could throw it on top of it.
Oh, wow.
We saw the need for a small handheld frame for the GoPro, and so we came out with Junior. Foam-covered graphite handles on the sides, machined aluminum here on the top and the bottom, and we have cold shoes so you can mount a light, a microphone, with anything with a shoe. We also have 1/4, 20, and 3/8/16 threaded holes, so you can screw anything in there that you want. You can also get this optional handle, top handle, so not only can you hold it on the sides, but if you want to hold it on the top and then get down low, get like a doggy POV, that sort of thing.
A great steady shot of whatever you're shooting.
Exactly.
Skaters, that sort of thing.
So the idea being you could be down low and then come up high and follow up.
Now this one has 2 cameras. What's the difference?
Well, that's a 3D rig. This is GoPro's 3D rig. They showed this last year is what happened. And last year, and we went, wow, we got to make a little version for this. And so as soon as NAB ended, we went right back to the shop. We make everything in the USA. We have our own shop. So, you know, 2 days after NAB, boom, we had this.
Really?
Yeah, we make everything so we can do it real fast. And the important thing with 3D is having a really stable image. Otherwise, you're
it's
going to
get all.
It's going to get weird, and you're going to make people nauseous, and we don't want to do that.
No,
and that's pretty much the whole point of tadpoles and juniors, so that you can really have a really stable shot as you shoot whatever you would like to shoot.
Exactly. That's really important.
I tell you what, these would be really fun to play with, especially running around shooting shorts.
Yeah, we could totally use this.
Well, you guys can have it.
Oh, all right then. We're gonna go have fun with this, and yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I am joined right now by Nick Woodman, CEO and founder of GoPro. Nick, before we start, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is this beautiful car. I personally love the color, but tell me about this car in your booth.
That's a replica of the 1966 GT40 that won Le Mans, famous endurance race in France. And GoPro's background is in, some of our roots is in racing and developing a camera that could withstand, you know, motorsports. And so this is part of our roots is in motorsports. So we got this car to celebrate that.
And I'm sure you're going to attract even more attendees to your booth because of these beautiful cars. Tell me a little, yeah, that helps. Tell us a little bit about your vision for the company.
GoPro's goal is to democratize professional content capture and creation. And what that means is to make it easy for anybody, whether you're a consumer or professional, to capture immersive, engaging content of your life, of your experience, for your work. And so we started out as a consumer capture company, but because our products are so high quality and are so great for professional production, 2 years ago we came to NAB to see how the professional market would respond to GoPro, and it's been incredible.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. How has the professional market responded to it? And can you give any examples of who's using it, how they're using it, and how you're sort of migrating from a consumer product to also include all the professionals that come here?
Well, our goal from the beginning was to develop professional quality cameras with the consumer in mind, but we nailed it, and we were developing capture cameras that were landing covers of magazines or being used in television production, and it was happening without our really intending or marketing to the professional market. And you can see now when you watch television, you see GoPro used all the time. You see it showing up in production. So it's become a staple of professional production and capturing perspectives where traditional cameras are not well suited.
Now, the NAB show this year, of course, is all about the great content shift. And one of the things that I find most fascinating is watching consumer habits. They always surprise us.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the great thing about being an industry observer. As somebody who is in the industry, what has surprised you the most about consumer habits with media in the last year?
I don't know that it's surprised me, but what we've been really excited about is how much professional production is going on. What we mean by that is consumers are now creating quality content production that's rivaling professional production, definitely in terms of how engaging and entertaining it is. And so consumers that are interested in consuming that content, now they're not looking to just traditional media companies for their content, but they're also getting it from other consumers through YouTube and Vimeo and the like, and Facebook. And it's exciting for us because GoPro, more than any other camera in the world, is enabling that personal production.
So do you think, What trends do you see yourself enabling as it relates to user-generated content? And I also think you sort of touched on something fascinating already, which is, are consumers creating professional content too? Are you able to differentiate? And I know I just threw about 3 questions at you, so feel free to answer whichever one you want.
Well, I mentioned earlier, part of our vision, our mission is to make it easy for everybody, consumers through professionals, to create engaging, professional quality content. And when you think about what makes for interesting content, it's people out in the world doing interesting things. And there's our customers are some of the most passionate, active consumers in the world, and they're buying their GoPros to document their passions, and the result is that they're capturing this incredible content. And now they have this platform, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Vimeos of the world, to distribute their content, so that the distribution's democratized, and that we are playing a significant part in enabling them on the capture side is really exciting. And is there a differentiation between consumer professional quality content and professionally produced content? There is, but I think that line is going to be continue to blur.
Now, of course, I've seen many of your videos. I personally am a huge fan of surfing videos, not because I can surf at all, they're just very cool. What are some of the really cool things that you've seen your cameras able to capture where you think, wow, that's awesome?
Yeah, definitely going up into near space. There's been a rush of content creation with people putting our GoPros on weather balloons. We just went up to Alaska to capture the Aurora Borealis, and as a part of a scientific expedition. And that was inspired actually by one of the videos we have playing here, which is one of our customers in the UK sent a toy robot up into space. And so the camera's pointed at the toy robot as it's in near space. And you think of, you know, this is a teenager that's capturing this content. Normally this would be a very expensive professional production, but it was captured by a passionate teenager with a vision and a GoPro.
Now, I hear a lot of folks talk about premium content. You know, when they talk about what's online, TV shows are premium content, consumer stuff, not everyone necessarily thinks is premium. In your view, it sounds like so many of the things that you're capturing or that your users are capturing could be premium content. Do you define it in a particular way? Do you think it matters?
I don't know that it matters. I think it matters. It mattered more in the past, and it'll matter less, because I think what's premium to the consumer is, hey, what's really the most entertaining or engaging? What are they going to get out of it? And so if you have a production that costs $1 million and was just kind of so-so, but the production quality is really high, is that any better than some piece of content that costs nothing to produce and was produced by a consumer and yet garners 20 million views online? You could make the argument that the consumer-generated content is more premium and more engaging, more valuable.
Talk to me about what's next, Nick. It's fascinating to watch cameras evolve. You know, they're huge, they're small, they go on your head, they go on your car. What is next in terms of that cool whiz-bang thing that a camera's going to do?
Well, at GoPro, we're focused on professional quality, small form factor, increasing ease of use, and getting very creative and inventive with the cameras, enabling you to combine multiple GoPros together to form new cameras. We've done it commercially with the 3D Hero system, which lets you take 2 GoPros and combine them to form an entirely new camera. So as a consumer or a content creator, you don't have to go buy an entirely new camera. You can just take 2 GoPros you already have and join them to form a new camera. And at the far end of that, we've done that with 48 cameras, creating the GoPro array to capture bullet time matrix type content capture. And then of course, here at NAB, we're introducing Wi-Fi enabled GoPros that allow you to live stream from your GoPro, control up to 50 GoPros at a time from a single remote, use your smartphone as a video remote control viewer. So we have a lot in the works.
Thank you, Nick. I hope you have a great show. Now, earlier today, I caught up with attendees from all over the world and all over the country as well, and talked to them about why they keep coming back to the NAB show year after year. This is your second NAB. Where did you come in from?
I came in from Toronto, Canada.
And what brought you back after your first show?
It's important for us to be back because the last year, it's important for networking and seeing what technology exists out here.
And for you, what are some of the exciting things that bring you back year after year?
Oh, just all the new technology that they're announcing whether it be 3D or 4K.
So you drove here?
Yeah, I jumped in the car, drove 12 hours just to be here at NAB.
So Steve, you're here in 2012. What are you hoping to get out of the show?
Well, having come here for 14 years, there's obviously something that keeps bringing me back. And it's the one place in the world where you can get to see everything I need to see.
You can actually experience it firsthand, so it's very important to stay ahead of the curve.
Certainly the most important thing about coming to NAB is that you get to see things you didn't expect to see. And that takes you to wander around the halls and actually discover little tiny booths that are way down the back. And they have these unexpected products, particularly in software. You'll meet up with a developer, a one-man band who's making his own product, and you get to talk to them and actually help them develop something that might actually benefit me in the future.
You know, there's a lot coming out from Canon, RE, and so forth, especially in the post-production side of things, where, you know, Apple to Adobe to Avid to Autodesk. So there's a lot to see. So I'm really excited, and I think it's going to be a very important and a fantastic week this week.
All right, we've got 5 students majoring in journalism at Colorado State University. Is this your first NAB?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to see here?
Just all the new equipment and kind of new ideas and get some insight about the business, I guess.
So what do you hear about NAB in college? What do they talk about?
Technology, equipment, rooms full of flashy equipment.
So have you been to NAB before?
No, this is my first time here.
What are you most excited about this year? If you could see one thing or learn one thing, what would it be?
There are so many things to learn here, so many. Just that you cannot attend all the lectures, but once you can attend, there are so many things. We've learned a lot.
So I'm here with a large crew from the Dominican Republic. And Javier, is this your first NAB? Have you been here before?
No, I've been before. Las Vegas is a good place for this convention. This is more big and for me, or for us, the more biggest convention of the world. Come to see how the advantage of technology is very good for us, for developing our country.
For me, there's very few people I can talk to that understand enough geek speak about the tech spec and things like this. I can have a conversation for hours in this environment about the stuff that I know they know. We can all have the geek speak conversation, and no one looks at me and just goes, I'm bored.
And now we've got our 3D artist and tech expert, Ko Maruyama, and he is going to be our correspondent for the next few days for NAB Show Live, covering the great content shift. Today, he talked to Everts and Maxon about what they have that's new this year.
Hey, this is Ko Maruyama. We're going to take a look inside to see what the exhibitors are going through, setting up for this massive show that goes on all week long. So inside South Hall Lower, booths like AJA, Autodesk, and others are filling their booths with the final touches that you'll be able to check out tomorrow morning. So in between South Hall and Central Hall, there's this parking lot filled with huge tech, like this satellite dish right behind me. We just got news from Mo here at Everts in the North Hall that they've got some exciting new stuff here at NAB.
Yeah, one of the big things we're showcasing is the Dreamcatcher. It's one of our new products that we're really excited about launching, and I think it's something that I think our audience is going to really enjoy seeing. It's really replaying, revolutionized, exactly, is what we're calling it. The other big thing is Magnum View and how it integrates with all our solutions that we're showing here at the show. And it's a pretty unique way of looking at how to control and manage your system.
Cool, and there's lots more to see here at the Everts booth. It's in the North Hall. What number is it?
1502.
And you can also check them out online at everts.com. In the Central Hall, they're setting up for tomorrow. All of the lighting, audio, video you'll need, and the hardware to support those tools. Come check it out at NAB Show. We just got word from Maxon Computers that they're set up in South Hall and they've got some new content for their users. Let's go see how they've set up. So Paul, tell me a little bit more about this new Maxon portal.
Okay. Well, we set up C4D Live for our customers who don't come out to these kinds of events and don't benefit from the material that's provided by these artists. Last couple of years, we've been taping them, putting them on Cineversity. This year, we're going to be streaming them live and have the hostesses field questions from people online who are watching the presentation. So somebody from Chicago who couldn't come out to NAB will be able to ask questions of the artist who's doing the presentation at the time. So it's going to be great. As an additional bonus, we've gotten some partners to give us some prizes. So people who go online to c4dlive.com and watch the presentations and participate will be in a drawing for all kinds of great prizes.
So if people are here in Las Vegas for NAB Show, they can come by the booth?
Booth number SL7625.
Or online?
C4dlive.com.
Excellent. Thanks, Paul.
Of course, in addition to all of this learning and kicking the tires on new technology, NAB Show is also known for fun. This is Las Vegas, after all. We checked out some of the parties last night.
We're looking forward to an awesome week at NAB, but now we're ready to party.
Tonight is the exhibitor party. It's kind of to kick off the show for exhibitors who have worked really hard all weekend to get their booths ready for the event.
We're hanging out a towel, unwinding, and getting ready for the show next week.
The NAB does a great job by giving them an opportunity to come and decompress a little bit before the real crush happens on Monday morning.
So we're here tonight to socialize, get relaxed. I have my staff here. We're all going to drink. We're all going to have fun. We're going to talk with all our partners and all our vendors that we deal with, and so hopefully some clients and network and make some deals.
It's going to be a really interesting show because there's so much going on. You know, a big emphasis that we're seeing is delivery to multiple screens. A lot of companies are talking about that.
What I'm most looking forward to about this year's NAB is just seeing the latest developments, specifically mobile and cloud-based stuff.
There's a couple of companies, including ours, that are really focused on bringing broadcast and mixing it with social media. So we're excited to see where social TV is going to go this year at NAB.
Looking forward to kicking back and relaxing, and I thank NAB. Thank you.
Love it, love it, love it.
See you on the floor.
And back by popular demand is Andrea Allen from Vimeo. She has got a great irreverent look at NAB Show, and here is a sneak peek of what you can expect from her this year over the next few days.
I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what if I film everything that happens in Vegas and then show it to everyone at NAB? Going down. I'm Andrea Allen, and I'm bringing you the Vimeo perspective on NAB 2012 in Las Vegas, Nevada. This year, we'll be leaving the trade show floor and heading out into the wilds of Sin City to find answers to the questions that have really been on my mind lately. Like, if my Vegas wedding is shot with a split beam 3D camera, would it make it easier to get annulled or harder? What's the difference between post-production and post-production? Why doesn't my phone shoot 4K yet? And is the quickest way to your dream job experience, a degree, or a 5D Mark III? What kind of camera is that? Guess we'll never know. So stay tuned for exclusive interviews, fresh looks at the latest gear, and good old-fashioned Vegas adventures. First, I need to get to the airport. I need to get to the airport. Can we share a cab? They actually heard me, so come on.
Stay tuned tomorrow, where NAB President Gordon Smith will open the show. He will be followed by filmmakers who will be talking about the Titanic, of course, and that's version 2 3D. And we will also have many sessions all throughout the show on the hottest topics, from mobile TV to connected consumers to branded entertainment. Lots of exciting things happening throughout the show. And we have given you just a sneak peek today at what to expect over the next few days. I hope you'll join us every day. We will be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, talking about all of the excitement that's happening every day. And we will also be bringing you interviews with top executives that you won't be able to find anyplace else. Don't forget that the show floor officially opens tomorrow, so this place is going to be booming. I'm excited to join you again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in today.